Yeah.
Hi there, thanks for joining us. I'm Mari Salazar in for Terry tonight. We're following a developing story out of South Lubbock tonight. This is a live look at the area near 9th and Quaker. Officers have the northbound lanes all shut down. Northbound traffic is being diverted to 96th Street. It's recommended you avoid the area if possible. Earlier tonight, 2 people were hurt in a crash involving a motorcycle. Lubbock police say 1 person was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Another person got moderate injuries in the crash. Keep following everythinglubbock.com and KLBK News for updates as we get them. We're learning more details regarding the water contamination in towns near New Mexico Air Force bases. The state is now suing the Air Force of decades of pollution. The New Mexico Attorney General says countless counties are endangered and the Air Force has been ignoring the problem for years. Here on KLBK, we brought you the story of how Reese Air Force Base may also have contaminated drinking water in February. That water was contaminated by a chemical from the foam used by the Air Force Fire Department. Elena Mendoza is in New Mexico with more on their lawsuit against the Air Force.
We have to create an urgency that the Air Force can intervene.
Today, New Mexico Attorney General Hector Balderas announced his office, along with the state's Environment Department, is suing the Air Force over water contamination at Holloman and Cannon that spread into communities around Alamogordo and Clovis.
It's high time that they not only clean it up, but that we do a full assessment on the east side of New Mexico. I'm very worried that the water supply not only is contaminated, which presents a danger to families, but also potentially could have an economic harm to the state of New Mexico.
The Environment Department discovered public and private water supplies within a 4-mile radius of the bases are polluted from toxic foam the Air Force used to fight fires and to clean up fuel spills. He says the bases have taken too long to clean it up, and he hopes this moves them to take action.
I think it's a shame that we have to file lawsuits to make people do the right thing.
Vance Dubry lives just 2 miles away from Cannon Air Force Base in Clovis. Health is the big concern here, as the contaminant is linked to cancer and other diseases.
You don't drink the water?
No, I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it.
Dubry, like many of his neighbors, found out about the pollution just last October. He's been hauling in his drinking water for months, too scared to drink the water from his well, even though it's tested negative.
We are so close to this thing that I believe that it's just a matter of time before our wells are contaminated also.
I think it's absurd that the Air Force can put a military base anywhere in the world within weeks and yet not clean up the eastern part of the state.
The state wants a federal judge to order the Air Force to clean up the contamination at the 2 bases immediately and to pay for the cleanup.
This is something that we're going to be working on and living with for quite some time, and I think it's time for them to step up.
Thanks so much, Elena. Police tell us today the person hit by a car last night was 56-year-old Darnell Johnson. They say the accident killed him. The incident happened just before 9 last night near Zenith Avenue and Parkway Drive. This is the second pedestrian accident in just 2 days. This is a look at the second accident. This one happening on Monday. Police say the man was hit by a car and he was 44-year-old Jimmy Hewlett Jr. As of this morning, he's still in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. The accident happened near 27th and Avenue Q. Hewlett was walking east across Avenue Q when he was hit by the car. Police say he didn't use the crosswalk and didn't yield the right-of-way when he was hit. We'll continue following these stories and bring you the latest here on KLBK and at everythinglubbock.com. Lubbock police were called to this scene this afternoon after a landlord walked in and found the body. Although homicide investigators were called to the scene, police are just calling this a death investigation for now. A spokesman for LPD told us when officers arrived on scene, something didn't seem right, and that's why they're calling it suspicious. Neighbors in the area say the man lived in the home for several years. They also added he was an elderly man bound to a wheelchair. Police now knocking on doors, talking with neighbors to figure out what happened, and right now police say this is still a suspicious death investigation. They're waiting for autopsy results before they release more details. Texas Governor Greg Abbott just appointed 3 new members to the Texas Tech Board of Regents. Mark Griffin is the businessman who lives in Lubbock, is a former Lubbock School Board trustee, and served as a regent for 4 years starting in 2005. Ginger Carrick is a flight integration director for NASA and is a member of the Society of Women Engineers. And Lubbock native Dusty Womble manages several private businesses and real estate holdings and is a member of the Rawls Business School and Advisory Board and the Texas Tech Foundation Board. All three are tech graduates and will serve, if approved, until January 31st of 2025. Right now, fewer than half of Texas kids meet the state's third grade reading standard. However, innovative ideas are starting to shape the different ways kids can learn how to read. KLBK's Steffi Lee was at South by Southwest EDU and shows us how one company is teaching reading to kids by showing them to use their senses.
All early learning is through movement.
Young minds learning a new way of approaching words and reading.
We teach kids how to read using all 5 senses.
Maria Vaso is with Kinestem. Kinestems was first developed in Spain so kids could become literate in Spanish.
They will say the noise, oh, we remember only 20% of what we hear, but we connect each sound to a movement and a gesture, so you don't have to remember that just by listening to it.
Kids learn the sounds and shapes of letters through movement and by using paint.
And then they will convert those gestures into prints.
Nationwide, only around 40% of students who graduate high school are proficient readers.
If you can read, you can achieve.
Literacy leaders like Reading is Fundamental CEO Alicia Levi and Reading Rainbow's LeVar Burton say thinking out of the box is what will improve literacy in the future.
Every human being deserves to be literate in at least one language, because in my view, if you're literate, you're free.
In Austin, Steffi Lee, KLBK News.
Thanks, Steffi. State senators voted unanimously on Monday to approve Senate Bill 3, which would give teachers and librarians a $5,000 raise. The original bill only included raises for teachers, but Senator Jane Nelson added a late amendment to include librarians that adds $53 million to the bill. Right now, the starting salary for public school teachers and librarians in the Lubbock School District is $43,000. This will raise that salary to $48,000. Christy Starr, a librarian at Coronado High School, says there was a big push for librarians to be included in this bill.
The most benefit we receive from it is the fact that we are recognized as teachers, because in our role on campuses, we consider libraries to be the largest classroom in the school. We're working with all the students, we're working with the faculty as well.
If signed into law, educators will see a boost in their paychecks starting in the fall. And starting today, Chick-fil-A will also be the temporary home of the Fish Fillet. The fast food restaurant is adding fish sandwiches to the menus of some of its restaurants. The fried cod sandwiches will be sold along with 2- and 3-count fish entrees just for Lent. Lent is the 6 weeks before Easter, where some Christians abstain from certain activities and foods. Chick-fil-A will keep the fish sandwiches on its menu from Wednesday, March 6th to Saturday, April 20th. Once again, the seasonal item is only being offered at limited locations, so call the local locations before expecting to find one. Another San Francisco business is in danger of falling victim to the city's skyrocketing rents. The Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Factory has been a fixture in Chinatown for more than 50 years. Betty Yu tells us the struggle to keep the iconic company up and running.
And this shop says it's the only one left in the country that does things the old-fashioned way.
The look of the customer, how satisfied he is, how deeply love the cookies. So I feel like it's my job to stay open and as far as I can.
Co-owner Kevin Chan doesn't know how much longer he can keep the doors open. When his mom opened the store in 1962, rent was $900 a month. 3 years ago, it was $1,400. Now, it's more than quadrupled to nearly $6,000 a month.
We don't know what to do. My next lease, I don't know how much they're going to bring it up.
For decades, this has been a popular stop in Chinatown for locals, school children, and tourists.
It's exciting to see, and this woman who makes thousands a day and provides us with a treat and a part of her heritage. I would hate to see it gone.
Today, the 49-year-old and his mom are the only 2 full-time workers. There are a few part-timers. The city's $15 an hour minimum wage and the rising price of ingredients are squeezing the Golden Gate Fortune Cookie Company's bottom line.
Right now, I'm also serving the public, serving the people. People can see it. That counts. That motivates people to come here.
Moving locations isn't an option because the old machinery is built into the space, and he says factory-made cookies just aren't the same. These are made from his mother's secret recipe.
Will you be here in a year?
We'll see. We'll see.
All right, thanks so much, Betty. There's still more news to come. An East Texas basketball player is getting some attention online after his highlight reel went online. But first, Heidi joins us again with a look at our forecast for tonight and tomorrow.
That's right. Today was a little bit warmer. We got into the low 60s, and as we move into tomorrow, temperatures will continue to skyrocket. But for how long? Love the details.